Myetharia collected Princess Shalosha, escorting her to the meeting with the gathered protectors and Headmaster Simeon. While on their way, Shalosha recognized Myetharia, calling her Millie. Millie? Or Melly?
Melly, yeah.
Melly. Telling her she was unrecognizable from the last time Shalosha saw her and implied that they were once very close. Myetharia didn't share much, but did have an air of anger and resentment towards the princess. Might have been my interpretation, but, you guys can correct me if you'd like. Once at the meeting, a disguised Daishan shared his story. Though Shalosha was interested in confirming Daishan's claims, she was not willing to further negotiations. She made it clear that she was merely representing her father, Lord Shaladel, and was confident that his interest was in acquiescence rather than alliance. The truth of the situation was made clear by Headmaster Simeon. Sequin would not turn over control to Shah Halesti, and Shah Halesti wasn't going anywhere until they were in control of Sequin. Resigned to an uneasy stalemate, the meeting broke. Wow. The meeting broke, each member fading back into the rainy night. After a few hours' break, the protectors of the pass reconvened in South Harbor. Working together to distract guards, they were able to steal the dragon's egg from Nathan Loduk. Aware that the dragon was active during the night, the party began to search for the mourning mother and reunite her with her egg.
So making your way down then to South Harbor, to that area of the town, passing the rest of the way through the refugee camps in order to get there, you start just kind of listening around a little bit. What?
Rob was being annoying. I said, Rob was being annoying.
Yeah, she's just over there making villager noises.
Right, that's what I heard. As you make your way through South Harbor then, you start to just hear this distant noise. It's just barely audible. And as you start heading west through South Harbor, kind of along the waterfront, you start to pick up a little bit more, this sort of thing. What you can kind of hear is a very distant, which sounds almost like a shrieking, mournful cry, just repeated over and over and over again. It's varying in intensity and volume, this sort of thing, but it is consistent, that it continues.
Well, I suppose that's what we're looking for.
Well, I realize that we don't actually have any way of speaking to the mother in a way that she would understand, because I don't believe any of us speak Draconic, right?
She spoke in common to the...
Oh, that's right, she did. Okay.
I wasn't gonna say it because I don't know if we actually know that, but yeah.
He told us that, even if it was after session. Now we know.
Well, you'd heard that it had talked to the people on the ship, at least.
Right. Okay. Yes, I'm just hoping that it speaks common.
Do I know... Have I seen what I know what a dragon looks like?
I mean, you know generally what a dragon is, yes?
Probably
How
pretty
familiar do I need to be able to send a message to this thing?
Very. Like first name basis.
big. Mama Dragon.
Or I think,
Mama Dragon.
What if I just put that mom energy out?
Message is only 120 feet anyway, so I mean...
I don't think
Sending.
You meant sending.
Okay. Let me look up exactly how familiar you have to
Do you locate creature?
Yeah, you need to be quite familiar, like, to be able to name it explicitly as opposed to any other green dragon.
But it's also like proximity, right? It's gonna go to the first green dragon.
That's how it's like a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth signal.
Yeah, you just like to start saying, paging Steve, and it just finds the nearest Steve.
The nearest Steve.
Isn't that how paging works?
Yeah.
I don't know how long we
is...
should wait for Ryan.
Walk, walk, walk.
Let's say it's the plan to follow the voices or the sound then effectively.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Bryn, since you also are a mom, maybe you would be a good option to return the egg to the mother and connect with her a little bit.
Yes, let's put our healer in the front.
Well, she's our only mom.
Oh.
Not of our group necessarily, but also kind of. But I'm more meant you have children.
Stick your foot
you
in
guys-
deeper in your mouth.
If you guys think that's best, then
I have the
certainly
egg wrapped in my cloak, rubbing it.
try. That's weird.
You gotta keep it warm, maybe.
Maybe you and Winry should go.
Well, I think we should all go.
Okay.
It
Just
is-
in case it goes poorly.
It is a distant noise. It's like carrying out over the water, basically.
All right. Go towards it.
Okay. Make a survival check, everyone. And everyone
Goodness.
can make it with disadvantage because it is dark as balls.
First roll's a natural 20.
Balls.
That hurts. That hurts.
My chickens to load because that didn't actually pop
Oh, you
up.
said disadvantage?
You said survival.
Dislike.
I rolled a natural 20, but then it went down to a fucking 8.
Oh.
Six.
Justin. Come
Six,
on. 7.
9.
Oh, 9 is actually good. Good enough.
Ryan, you are muted.
Oh no.
So it was I didn't hear what Cassie got at the end of that.
11.
Oh, okay. There's a DC 8 here. Everyone that rolled less than an 8 throughout this time of traveling, you guys walking kind of through the woods at first, and it quickly becomes swampland afterwards as you continue on further out. And eventually, through your walkings, the people who are less attentive step in some plants that are not conducive to life, basically. And after a little bit of work, what was that?
Poison it?
They're poisonous. And so after a little bit of work trying to figure it out, you guys learn what they are eventually. But the first little while that you guys encounter them, you each kind of walk into them, get mangled a little bit, get injured. And so everyone that rolled less than 8 DC.
They attack us, or are they like thorny? What?
They're not like intelligent. They are.
It's like nettles.
Poison ivy.
Yeah, sure. Poison ivy, nettles, this sort of Venus flytraps, whatever you want to call this. It's a non-intelligent plant that has attacked you and injured you.
Attack.
Yeah, attack, quote unquote. Everyone that rolled less than a DC 8, then you take 12 points of damage.
Oh,
What the hell?
That's just me and Becca, right?
No, everybody except me.
Rayland.
No,
No,
Cassie got
Winry
a-
succeeded too.
Winry said
She got a
11.
set 11.
I thought you rolled a 6.
No,
My bad.
that was Myetharia.
11.
I did the 6.
So Bryn, Myetharia, and Rayland, 12 points of damage.
I
And
thought
you
you
guys
got
are
a 10, Ryan.
No, I got a 7.
Oh.
and you guys are all considered poisoned for the next 8 hours.
Oh no. That's unfortunate.
That's what I don't have prepared, guys.
I'm gonna use
As you
my
can-
second. I'm gonna use my second wind.
No good deed
That's
goes
true.
unpunished.
As you continue following along to the sounds of these mournful shrieks from the outskirts of South Harbor West and back into the swamp, after a few miles, you find yourself at a rather peculiar location. A crystal clear body of water surrounded by what appears to be a ring of unused buildings, all in varying architectural styles. Most of the buildings appear to have been recently demolished, in part or more, as though torn apart in a rage. As you work your way through the rubble, a new building appears not far off, rising from the rubble itself to piece itself back together in a new style once more, bricks smoothing into place and carving designs. As you reach the water's edge, you can just make out in the darkness before a draconic humanoid from whom the noises are emanating. In their hands is what appears to be a lyre, and you can just make out a dirgeful song coming from the lyre as they continue to wail, and buildings are constructed around you.
The buildings are being built around us?
Yes, you can watch as like bricks and stones are aligning and building on top of each other to make walls, and
That's wild.
It's like a song of creation or something. It's really cool.
Jack, you should learn that song.
I was actually gonna, seeing that she's playing an instrument and that we're approaching, I'll pull out my banjo, and I'll try to, as best I can, harmonize
Accompany it?
with, do an accompaniment.
okay,
With
go
what
ahead and
she's
make
playing.
a performance check.
That's a great idea. I like that.
Hey,
Yeah, not bad,
nice.
not bad.
And I'm not poisoned, so I don't have to do it at disadvantage.
Oh shit.
18.
Okay, pretty good. As you start to play, the notes kind of echoing across this empty pool of water that is still, completely still. You watch as the draconic humanoid kind of turns towards you, and as it does so, it just kind of watches and listens and plays along, but it does stop wailing, at least initially, and is intrigued enough to play along with you.
If she stops wailing, does the building stop going, or is it just
Nope.
the song?
Nope, the building continues to happen as it goes along. But she does kind of look out across upon you guys, all standing right at the water's edge, maybe about 100 feet away from her, give or take, and just kind of considering and watching you as you play together.
We're just gonna be straight up about this.
Yeah, I'm playing, and you're just like,
As the song starts to come to an end, she starts to fade out a little bit, and as she does so, the building of the buildings slows, and then ceases as she stops playing.
Oh, so that's why they're all like half done. If you continue the song, if Jack continues his song, does the building keep going?
Nope, Jack will kind of fade out similarly if you want to, or you can keep playing.
no, that's fine.
And the building has stopped, and she has just stopped watching and listening.
Should we uncover that egg?
Am I talking, or are you guys gonna talk, or what do you want to do?
You can talk. I'm kind of like putting my banjo away now.
I'll step forward towards the edge of the lake and bring Winry with me, and I'll yell out, Mother, I think we have found what you have lost, and we came to bring it back to you, to restore your joy and heal your heart. And I'll have Winry uncover the egg.
As you might have expected, she looks very interested at first, and I'm going to still have you make a persuasion check, but make it with advantage and then disadvantage because of poison, so a straight roll.
As I'm putting my banjo away, I want to pluck a few more strings, like boop, boop, just to give her bardic inspiration real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I started going that way, and I stopped myself because we're in a
I was
swamp, and
wondering.
it's not good.
So straight roll.
With a D10.
Yes,
Sorry,
because I
D8.
need that.
Oh my!
10 total.
Says, my egg. You have it. You were not the ones who took it, though. You?
We found it.
We heard that you encountered one of the ships requesting your egg, and we had found the one who stole it, and we wanted to bring it back to you.
Requesting You use kind language, at least. Will admit there was some fury there.
I understand too. I have my own child, and I can't imagine the loss of a child.
Oh, you're a moose to start on me.
Why do you do this? What do you seek?
To help. It wasn't right. No one's child should be taken.
You can kind of see as she's like walking through the water a little bit, as she's like slowly making her way towards you as you guys are talking. It seems like the water comes up to her ankles only, and she's like buoying slightly as she's walking towards you. Not quite walking on top of it, but nearly so. She comes across, says, "It's from the goodness of your heart, you say?"
I mean,
Well.
it also seemed like we're in the city and we see how people don't have food, and if you were to attack the ships, then they'd have even less food, so...
It was never my intention to kill anyone. Not even that man who took it.
How did you know it was
Saw him leaving. He brags about. I hear many things.
Never mind. I was thinking of
She comes
Kristen
close
when
at this point.
Rayland hit Kristen. not
She comes close at this point, and she kind of holds out her arms, her hands towards you, Winry.
I'll like hold it upwards and do like a bowing with my head.
She kind of scoops it up in one hand, kind of in both hands at first, and then it slowly transitions to one. And as she's holding it, you can see the rest of her body start to elongate as a tail starts growing out the back, extending outwards. Her hand slowly grows in size, becomes more reptilian, like a claw set of hand, as it holds the egg in front of it and slowly pulls it towards what is now a scaly green dragon's chest.
Is it okay?
She kind of gives it a nice little once over, holding it closely. And then she kind of protectively is holding it against her chest at this point. And she says, it will be fine. The end.
When will it be born?
Even I cannot know that, unfortunately. The
Maybe
young
ask...
are ever their own timelines.
Preach, sister.
She has in her other hand now what looks like a very small-looking lyre, much smaller than it was when she was in her more human form. And as she sets it to the ground, she says, "Perhaps one good deed begets another." And she reaches with the lyre out and hands it towards Jack. And says, "Thank you for your song. It's very lovely to play with another. But I fear these buildings are no longer needed."
You do play quite beautifully. How big of a dragon is this?
How do you want me to describe it? In terms of feet?
Is it,
or
I guess, is it medium,
Huge.
large, or huge?
it is huge scale. It's a 3x3 dragon if you were to confront it.
Okay.
It is probably about 12 to 16 feet tall, give or take. So this lyre in its hand now looks somewhat like oversized Matchbox car. Like model car, basically, that it's handing down to you.
That's a good scale. All right,
I
will.
may ask.
I'll take
If I
that.
may
It
ask.
has gingerly with its claws, like hand you.
Yes, it's got it through like a little pinch like this as it's kind of reaching down with it towards you.
I may ask
You may
who are
ask.
the houses for?
Me. I destroyed them. every morning. Build them in the night. Destroy them in the morning.
Is this how you are coping with the loss of your child?
Kind of nuzzles it slightly against herself as you're saying this. Says, perhaps you could call it that. Coping is a interesting word. Don't know how one copes with the loss of their child.
May we ask your name?
May, though I may not pronounce it right.
This common tongue is difficult.
Nizalasa.
Huh?
Nizalasa.
Isn't it? It's a beautiful name.
Someday, in the future, perhaps my children will be born here. Maybe
Can we-
someday you will see them.
That's what I was gonna ask. Can we come back to see them?
This is my home. My roost lies beneath this pool. Stay wary. Don't come in without notice at least. Or I fear there may be unfortunate events prior to recognition.
So, yeah, never mind. I was gonna do a Liam, but I'm not gonna do it. I will take the lyre, and I will.
Huck it in the lick.
I'll similar to Winry. I'll like take it, and then when I have my hands on it, because like I need to see where my hands are going to grab it, and as soon as I grab it, I like do the same bow, like take it.
You have a lyre.
Okay.
It is a special lyre, so I guess I can just tell you now. You're gonna
Just
identify
gonna
it
do
on the way back
identify.
anyway. You can add to your character the lyre of fabrication. What it does for everyone, so that you can learn, is while proficient in a stringed instrument in order to play this lyre, you can spend 10 minutes playing it in order to cast Fabricate without using a spell slot.
Wow.
If we want to go one layer deeper, I can also tell you what Fabricate does.
I was just gonna look it up.
You convert raw materials into products of the same material. For example, you can fabricate a wooden bridge from a clump of trees, or rope from a patch of hemp, or clothes from flax or wool.
I love it.
You can choose raw materials you can see within range, fabricate large or smaller object, given sufficient quantity of raw materials in that 10 minutes. If you're working with metal, stone, or another mineral substance, it'll be no larger than medium-sized. Blah, 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 blah. You can't create creatures or magical items with this by any stretch, and it isn't anything that's ordinarily with a high degree of craftsmanship unless you have proficiency in the tools that you would use to create said items.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool.
That is cool.
May be very useful down the road.
Oh, that's awesome. And it shows up in my spells.
Yep.
I love it. That's really cool.
You can only cast it effectively as a ritual. You
Yeah.
can't cast it in the heat of battle.
Mhm. It doesn't have an option to hit cast anyway. Oh, I can't cast it anyway. It's a 4th level spell.
I don't actually know how that works.
I don't either.
I would allow you to cast it right now.
Okay.
Make us something
Right
There's
now?
a lot. There's a
for
lot
the
of
baby.
Okay.
Use a wood to
What
make
do
a
baby
nest.
dragons need?
there's a lot of stone actually. It is almost entirely
Oh.
brick and stone.
A cradle.
Of stone?
Yeah, it's an egg.
I'm sorry, what?
It's not like it needs to be comfortable. It's an egg.
Alright. It's a good point.
Or like an egg cup, but for the
Would
egg.
you shush?
Like just a big egg cup.
Give me a
Or a
minute.
rattle.
Well, you're
That's
thinking
actually what
about
I
it.
was thinking was trying to make like some kind of a stone rattle or stone baby toy or something.
You guys do
Model
remember it's a
train.
dragon, right? Not like
Oh.
a baby.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, carries,
Well.
right? Carries over.
In the meantime, she is going to turn and say, I should get this one back to the others. This time. That
How
they
many
will
are there?
reunite.
Sorry.
There are 3 others, 4 in total in my clutch.
If I may ask, and I hate to bother you with this, but does the name Triller ring a bell?
Oh, I saw that smile, Justin.
Backstory. Bleh.
No, that was a
I was thinking if she actually would.
interesting. Yeah, would she
Yeah.
have any knowledge?
All
Justin was
dragons know
pleased.
each other, right? No.
Justin was
I'm gonna
pleased
roll
by
for
the
it.
question.
I'm gonna roll for that.
Okay. Just wondered.
Oh, no. Natural 1. I'm sorry. I've been spending most of my years down in the swamps.
That's
Afraid
quite
that
alright.
name does not ring a bell.
That's alright. Thank you, anyways.
What's that noise?
Someone
That is
printing
vac-
something?
A
I heard
vacuum?
too.
Oh, that's fine. Don't have to worry about it. I was just curious what it was. At that, she turns, takes the egg to her chest, and in her dragon form, jumps into the pool and submerges beneath it.
Cool.
And in a moment, she is gone, and the pool is still once more.
That was easy. Met her first dragon.
So what? She said she doesn't need them anymore. Are the buildings still like up in a state of not quite finished?
Oh, almost all of them, yes. Or
Okay.
maybe about half of them. Half of them probably about built by this time of the night. Half of them are rubble.
All right. Considering it's a swamp and knowing that someone had come along at some point to steal an egg, I would like to play the liar, and I want to take some of the stone and I want to make kind of a wall on, if there's like a path that we took, make a wall kind of on the path. And I'm picturing this all with like bricks, and in certain parts of the wall, the bricks push out. So like one brick, like a series of bricks would push out to make letters. And I want to spell out
Go away.
Stay
enter
away.
and die. And then make like a skull and crossbones,
Area.
like look down in the corner.
Could take a little while, but you can spend the next 20 to 30 minutes and create kind of the semblance of a wall with a message that's imprinted upon it. Sure, I'm totally fine with that. Do you have any...
that would compel me?
right? What proficiencies do you have, out of curiosity? Do you have any stone mason proficiencies? I'm sure not.
of course
but
not.
This is Jack. we're talking about.
Banjo, flute, horn, lute, and playing card set.
Okay, so
Playing
no. Okay,
cards.
so it's really rudimentary. It's not like beautiful by any stretch of the imagination, but it gets the
Totally
point across.
I just want it to be a little bit intimidating, so if that anyone thinks maybe I should go in here and check it out, they can clearly see. No, you shouldn't.
Should have some of the rocks be sharper so that they point out in like spikes.
Oh yeah, I'll try to make it so
That's what I
like
thought that
the
you were
bricks
doing
kind
at
of
first.
the bricks kind of part, so like it makes it look like claws rake through it to like make it look like it's been marred up by a dragon a little bit.
I feel like we're going a little far for
Yeah, it probably would then
Proficient
end up
tools
just
at this
looking.
point.
Yeah, it would probably end up just looking like Lego bricks that would do that. It's just not convincing at all.
The 100% looks like it's just.
But yeah, you can create a rough wall here with a little bit of a message built into it, as much as you would like it to. And so yeah, if you spend the next 20 to 30 minutes doing that before it's time to start heading back. It was about an hour and a half trip out and about another hour and a half trip back then at this point.
It's like 2
So it's like
a.m.
3
at
in the
this
morning.
point. Yeah.
You guys left the camp at about 1. So it's about 3 now. It'll be like 5, give or take, by the time you make it to Lyceum again.
Ugh.
Boy, we gotta get some sleep, bros.
Should we just sleep here? In the bubble?
I mean,
Could I guess.
It's just as comfortable as sleeping on the Lyceum grounds.
It's true. Sleeping on ground regardless. I'm fine with that.
good idea.
Exhausted.
On kind of the outskirts of this pool, you guys pop up tent, basically.
Such
already
a
forgot the name of
child.
it. A hut where you guys spend the evening, the morning almost. And well after the sun has risen, you guys can feel free to take a long rest. And
Before we do that, Bryn,
Before.
hey Bryn, would you be okay with sending a message to people of interest? There it is.
Goblins.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Fair.
Hesselin. I did remember it actually.
Hesselin.
I wrote it down correctly. Can you send a message to Hesselin and just let her know that the magistrate has accepted her terms and that they're looking for a cook right now, and as soon as we get one, I'll bring them out.
Yeah, of course. I would love to do that. So it's 3 in the morning.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah, that's all
no.
right. Wake her ass up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I want that spell spotlight back of going to the Royale.
Do it. What's she?
Sure. I'm not going to make you spell it out word by word here. You get the
It
gist of the
starts
message out
with
to
"Sorry
her.
to wake you up."
Sorry.
You do get a very groggy return from the goblin that effectively says, food. Yes.
Do you think they're gonna eat the cook?
As cooks taste the tastiest. Sure.
It's a one-person sacrifice to save many.
That's actually
That's an
exactly what I was
sentiment,
thinking.
Bryn.
Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't say it.
That's
What?
Stephanie poking through her character.
Yeah. Any? How long did the poison last? 8 hours or?
It'll be gone
24?
by morning.
Okay,
Long rest.
so I don't have to take lesser restoration.
I mean, you still can if you want, but
Yeah.
After you
BRB.
finish with that, Bryn, do you have enough in you to do one more sending?
Yeah.
How familiar do you have to be with the person that you're sending it to? Would a
dude.
first and last name work? Justin, would a first and last name
yes,
work?
Like-
I will allow that. Yeah. If
Would
you
you
can
mind-
describe them reasonably and give like a connection or something like this, then yes.
Sure. So if it's all right with you, since we're about to go to sleep anyway, would you mind sending a message to my mother? Her name is Alora Ioneros.
Okay.
She has long black hair, and she's a very kind face, and she's got eyes that could bore into you, but also are very warm and comforting. And
The name and the connection were fine. You didn't need to go much for beyond that.
That's
and she has a
probably just
beautiful
Jack,
singing
yeah.
voice, and that's enough.
Jack, it's 3 in the morning.
Sorry. I just realized that she kind of lost one of her children, and I would like to just let her know that I'm okay. If you don't mind.
Of course. Do you want me to count out?
Come
Are
on,
you
Rob.
planning
Be the
out a
Travis
plan?
Stephanie's Laura. Come on.
Yeah,
Be
right.
the
Yeah,
Travis Stephanie's Laura.
If you want to put a message together, you can. What I am going to say.
Ooh, I don't like that he's thinking.
I'm trying to think of how this is going to work with her being actually asleep.
Fair enough.
But with it being a trance, I think she'd be awake enough to be able to respond. That's what I was trying to decide.
Oh, okay.
So I
So go ahead and put a message together.
Hi, my name is Bryn. I travel with Jack. He just wants you to know that he's okay.
I think you have 7 more if you want.
I don't have to use them all. I'm not Laura Bailey.
After a moment, you hear back in your mind that says, thank you, Bryn. I hope.
My ex. I was gonna say my extra words are. I'm sorry, it's so late.
I hope Jackarian. I wrote down the phonetic spelling for myself. Is well out from Gate Pass. I do not wish him to see the front lines.
That's unfortunate because I don't have another spell slot to respond.
Tell him to stay safe and trust Myetharia.
Oh.
Like, I was close to tears already. Okay. Whew.
So I relay all of that.
You leave out the trust Myetharia part, though. Also stab Myetharia if you get an opportunity.
Trust.
All right, that's it. Sorry for taking that up. Thank you, Bryn. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, morning comes, and well into it before you guys rise. You spend the first part of the morning, or the pre-noon time at least, heading back to town. It's much easier in the light, working your way through the swamp, to avoid any hazardous wildlife. And especially now that you've seen it before, even if it was in the dark, you have no troubles avoiding any pitfalls and make your way back to South Harbor a little bit before noon, or right about noon, as you guys arrive there.
Royale with cheese.
Just in time for the criers.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, that's
criers.
what I was gonna say. We'll get one last crier on your way back up through town, heading back to kind of North Harbor before heading east and along to the ruins area. I actually wrote one. Yes. Royale open today. Once more, bring your weapons and your thirst. Adventurers wanted to seek missing cargo. Find Bahamut Vet at Lyceum for details. And the final one is Tattoo Mancy open for business. Find Tenga near North Harbor. Oh, I'm sorry. I had one more. I apologize. I forgot to write it in.
But only 3.
I know, right? I was gonna leave out the Bahamut Vet one because I was just not gonna bother with it anymore. I was gonna kind of let that one die.
So you weren't taking it.
Because you guys didn't care as much about it. You guys did other stuff, and I was feeling like it's time to move a little bit. The other one was going to be, I don't have it written out, but
That means that we're doing every side quest that he's given us. He's like, all right, that's enough, guys. You can stop now.
Stop it.
Chef sought for special mission. Seek, come to the magistrate's office for more information.
I mean, when has Steph been able to do something so exciting. Like, it sounds so much fun, and we're gonna get this person who just wants to just go out and do something more, and they're gonna get really excited by this, I think.
Special
I hope.
mission.
You're welcome.
That is beautiful.
What was the tattoo Mancy one more time?
Tattoo Mancy, open for business. Find Tenga near North Harbor.
Is that what I think it is, Justin?
Probably.
Magic to do with tattooing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like magic tattoos.
Magic.
Oh, I'm
That's
so pumped.
Awesome. Matching tattoos, everybody.
I thought you said magic,
I don't-
and I was about to say matching, but then I realized you said
Matching
Matching.
tattoos.
I don't know that I can have a tattoo.
Definitely
Oh
can.
no, on your nose,
It doesn't need to be visible to still
My
have an effect.
nose.
in your ears.
You could just keep that part, like if it's on your shoulder, you can just keep that part shaved down.
It doesn't, okay, once again, it doesn't have to be visible to have an effect. It's like putting a tattoo under your clothes.
This is
It's
Winry.
still
We're
there.
talking about. She's gonna want it to be visible.
You're gonna get a tattoo. You gotta see it sometime.
Maybe they could just make like a magic spray paint that just goes on your fur. Now I'm just trying to irritate
Ooh.
Justin. No, I feel like it's working.
Is the Royale all day? Do we know?
Starts at like 8, doesn't it?
Question.
No, it started in the afternoon
Oh,
and went like all night, basically. So it's
Ghost?
probably about the time where, yeah, Ghost. It's probably about the time where they're about to start.
Should we be
Whatever it is
eager
they're starting.
beavers and get
Yes.
there first?
let's go.
Well, Rayland and I did want to explore a bit, and there was the whole commotion with the pyromancer's grave and the rats that I don't know about Rayland, but I particularly wanted to look into.
The
Not that I want to go to
Pyromancer's,
the fire plane or anything.
the Pyromancer's tomb is a well-known legend of the area that no one has located.
Oh, cool.
Just to
Well, we're
throw
gonna be
that out
there,
there for you.
What'd you say,
This
Ryan?
is a passerby.
We're gonna be in the area, so we might as well check it out.
The rumor for this is that it is buried deep, deep underground. But the specifics of that, no one knows. Anyone's guess.
What are the ruins like?
Well, you head to east, out of town, and into the relatively wild areas of the eastern shore. And just off the coast, like just in from the coast, there is a place, a more fleshed out area of these ruins. And it's kind of a place for would-be heroes to practice their skills against each other. While there's mages that duel at Lyceum, warriors or even whole parties come to Royale to show off their talents here once a week, swapping stories and occasionally getting the nerve up to fight the nerve to fight each other. There's a tavern that's here now, relatively recently built, which is what the Royale is. And it offers cater to, quote, persons of uncanny combat prowess, end quote. 3 stories tall, the Royale is slowly establishing a sort of pecking order, with the more dangerous or esteemed warriors who are allowed towards the lavish upper floors, lavish in comparison at least. Meanwhile, there's kind of fields and forests that surround this tavern amongst the ruins, and numerous obstacle courses are being developed. There's rumors of drama and romance that circulate through the clientele periodically, and amongst the whole compound is scattered with a walled and well-guarded hot springs. Some intended for prudish bathing, while others more salacious activities. That's a straight quote out of the book. I thought it was hilarious. As you arrive at this place, you kind of size up the people around and kind of just get a feel for the place. There appears to be a handful of other groups, as well as a couple of people who look like they're more part of like the operations, I guess we can say.
Crew?
People, yeah, like crew, I guess. There's people who are, taking drinks, bringing drinks around, this sort of thing. There's one man who is facilitating the gambling, especially doing the gambling on competitions. It looks like there's a fair amount of competitions in terms of like more good-natured things like arm wrestling or normal wrestling. There's maybe some darts going around, some card games, this sort of thing. And then there's also a fighting pit as well, though it does seem like it is less used than most of the rest of the stuff.
Huh.
As you look around the place, it looks like there appears to be 4 main groups outside of the staff. There's one group which is... Sorry, I had something pop up on my screen there for a moment. There's one group that appears to be kind of a laid-back group. It's kind of a mix of races, a couple of humans, a couple of dwarves, and a half-orc. Another group that is more exotic, I guess we could say, that has a tiefling, a dragonborn, a tabaxi, along with a human and a dwarf. Another group appears to be mostly half-elves, a couple of half-elves and a couple of humans that are very regal and put together, I guess we can say.
Snobbish.
Sure, maybe.
Sorry.
And then the last group appears to be an all halfling group. There are 5 halflings together.
For our next campaign, guys. All halflings.
Everybody halflings.
Halfling bards.
We'll call it no ones.
There's a handful of great.
The no ones.
That's a good joke.
There's a handful of other people around the place, but the rest of them appear to be all kind of more individual basis, things like this. The last thing that you kind of notice as you're walking through is that there's also a couple of guards from the magistrate's office. They don't seem to be paying that much attention. It's more, as you kind of get a feel for how things are going around here, it's more just to make sure that no real bloodshed happens. Like, no, nothing gets out of hand, basically. And as long as people stay relatively within hand, duels stay friendly and not to the death, then they stay out of the way.
I'll help myself.
What'd you say?
I'll help myself to a drink.
Me as well.
Sure.
Join. Shall we ask where we can sign up?
Depends on what you want to sign up for.
Yeah, what do we want to do?
What do we want to do?
I was under the impression we were here to scrap.
I'm
Scrap what?
That is a slang term for combat.
Oh. Rayland, do you think we can play, what was the game that you play? Handball?
Netball.
Netball. You think we might be able to get a game of netball going?
I don't think this is that type of establishment.
All right.
Your head shake was the best part of that, Cassie. Let's go!
Your camera isn't working. So.
Oh,
Oh.
have to dive out of the chat.
I missed the head nod, so I had to get back in here.
You're fine.
Oh.
It was really important.
I hate to say it, Winry, but you're probably surrounded by rather unsavory characters, and netball to me seems like I don't know, not the sort of sport for this scene.
I mean, netball can get pretty rough, but
But it's not the type of sport to be played with weapons. Not that darts or arm wrestling, as I'm gesturing to those who are playing such sports.
Darts are pretty pointy, though.
This is true. If you skewered someone in the eye with a dart, it would hurt quite a bit.
While they argue, I'm gonna just sort of take my drink and go to the darts game. Size up who's playing over there.
Sure.
Hi, Rayland.
If you ask for a drink here, there's a few options if you'd like. There are the more standard stuff, things like this. The one outstanding thing that I should mention to everyone is that you can also buy aged goodberry wine here if you would like to.
Nice.
It is 25 gold per bottle.
What is that?
Bottle.
We
It
could
is
get
a
some.
magically enchanted wine.
It says health hit points
Oh, I
without
had
taking a
some in
short
my-
rest, basically.
Oh, there it is.
I didn't remember.
We have
the
we have
date
several
details.
bottles of it.
Simeon gave us some.
When you drink this wine, you regain hit points by spending any number of hit dice as if you finished a short rest. You gain one. Yeah, blah blah blah. That's the idea.
How many
Very
do we
handy
have?
stuff.
I only had like 2
3
or
in my
3.
inventory.
Okay. We probably
That's
took
all
of
you
them
had.
and- Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think any of us, I don't think we split them up. It wouldn't hurt to get more. I have the money for it. I'll buy a couple bottles. 50 gold.
Go for it. You can purchase as many as you would like here. They have a healthy supply, and it is.
A healthy supply.
Oh, I didn't think of that pun. So, if anyone would like to, you can spend 25 gold and get yourself a bottle of aged goodberry wine for your stash. Outside of that, you do have normal drinks that you can get at this point, and I'm just going to kind of round things for everybody. If you're drinking a moderate amount, you'll probably spend like a gold piece.
All right.
So I would not worry extensively over how much you're drinking unless you want to go crazy. Or if you want to have a drinking game.
I don't know, do we want to really drink too much if we're going to be fighting? I don't know, I said that in character.
I'm gonna play a game of darts.
Go for it.
I'll watch.
Would you like to do a traditional betting round?
Sure. Who am I sized up? Who am I sizing up here?
I was
What's
just
the
trying to
bet?
pick someone out of the list.
What bet do you usually do, Rayland?
Depends on who I'm playing.
As you kind of size up the dartboard, you're kind of hanging out over there, and the kind of first group that I'd mentioned, the mostly humans and dwarves with a half-orc, appears to be kind of hanging out in that general area. As you approach, you get to watch the end of a friendly game between the two dwarves. The female dwarf, who is kind of suited up in armor, with a kind of bronze skin, with a blue flowing cape, defeats the male dwarf, who is wearing kind of gray clothes, balding, appears slightly damp, and you can tell that he has on his back a couple of on his hip pouch. He has a couple of like rune carved spoons that you can tell that he would use for making music.
Oh.
Okay.
Spoon.
How,
Shit, that's a good idea.
How well does she play?
You caught the end of it, and
She was good at it.
decently. Not exceptionally, but decently. And as she kind of turns and says,
I'll
Klezmer, really, I don't need to take your money. It's just enough to be playing.
I'll take your money.
Fuck.
Wow. How much are we looking to play for?
Well, it doesn't have to be too much. I know you dwarves with your soft fingers don't really have the touch.
Wow.
Oh.
Under my breath, Rayland.
We don't know him. I don't know him.
Why don't we start the wagering at 10 gold then? And we'll see where it goes after the first throws.
We'll start at 10 gold then.
Does Rayland have 10 gold?
Bryn starts double checking her pouch.
We got money, right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Can we,
One
can
episode.
we wager money on Rayland? Like, put money on Rayland?
You getting a side bet
Okay.
going?
I don't know.
One episode ago, 10 gold was too rich for Rayland's blood. Sorry, 5 gold
Well,
was
that's
too rich
because
for
Rayland
Rayland's
doesn't
blood.
write down his frickin' inventory because Gabe still lives in there somewhere.
I mean, there's a little bit. You also have to remember who I'm playing. But you know, yeah,
Justin,
you
you're
can
playing
good point.
Justin.
bring
She
that
steps
up.
forward. She says,
Put 3 gold down on him.
ladies first, yes. and she throws first, and she hits one of the middle rings, just 2 points on the initial throw. Not like middle, sorry, like halfway through the target, so to speak. Just a couple of points with her first throw, and says, disappointing, but they can't all be perfect.
D12, right?
Yep.
What was it?
It was bad, I'm assuming.
I rolled a 1.
I don't have roll 20 yet.
Well, a 1 is 1 point for you as you hit the furthest out ring. Just one ring outside of what she actually got, interestingly. Says, I guess they don't have to be perfect, do they? Well, seeing that, put another 5 gold in. Say we make it 15 for the last 2 throws.
Yeah, 15. Sounds good.
Well, you're behind. You can throw it.
Hey, oh, never mind.
Oh,
Darts is a skill-based game. Not a chance-based game. But
you could have taken the time during these learning sessions to become proficient at darts, and I would give
Get
you
advantage.
a bonus.
you're right. I could have done that.
And you decided not to, so.
Next time. Next time.
you wanted to whittle wood.
Whittle.
She kind of smiles a little bit and then steps up to the line once more. And she throws a 4 for 4 points. The score
Good.
now being 6-3 going into what would be the last round. And she says, well, you know what? It's more fun this way. Why don't we have a little fun? Double or nothing? We'll double the stakes, we'll throw 2 more dice. Or 3 more dots. Excuse me.
You metagaming.
Winner takes all.
Rayland.
The side pot looking like these days? I know I have Myetharia for 3 gold.
5.
Okay. All on Rayland?
Yep.
Yes, of course.
You're
I
effectively
also-
betting
No,
with
on the girl. No.
You're effectively betting with her party members on the side.
I want to say when we came in and like saw the scene and everything, Bryn kind of did a little like fix her hair, stand up straighter type of thing.
All right, double or nothing.
All right. Let us then.
So I just want to say it now. You roll.
We're going to roll them together. Go ahead and roll 2.
2 of them?
I rolled a
Roll
9
one
and a 12. Which a 12 is a full
Oh,
miss.
yeah.
Oh.
10 and a 1.
10 and a 1 gets you another 3 points, which gets you up to 6. Unfortunately, she scores 3 points herself in the final rounds, and therefore takes it 9-6.
All right, so that's 30 gold.
Pay up, please.
Oh.
30 gold.
So then Myetharia and I lose 3 and 5 gold.
Yep. As you guys quickly dump 38 gold into this party.
What's your name?
My name's Metra. Pleasure.
I'll be seeing you around.
Like the train?
I was gonna say glad I met ya.
I'm so sorry, Justin.
Oh, train.
N.
There's an N.
There's an N on there.
Metran.
Uh,
But we, collectively, we are the Band of the Badger.
A badger?
The Badger.
Yes, you
Why
are.
the badger?
Why not the Badger?
You just randomly picked a random animal and went with it. Was there a story behind that?
That is.
Yeah, your camera's going nuts now, buddy.
Can
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a woodpecker.
Yeah, let's just say it's a
The
woodpecker.
motor of your camera.
Ryan and I messed with it for a while. I can't-
You're still doing it right now?
Oh, well, yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. Rayland, Right, I'll turn off. Do you still hear it right now?
No.
No.
Rayland's gonna pretty much pound his drink and go somewhere off in the corner to buy another or something.
Well, before Rayland gets too far, what was her name again, Justin?
Metran.
I wasn't betting, but I was watching, and I'll say, Metran, you seem to be of a hearty group of adventurers over there. What do you say we put down another bet? Join us in the ill-used ring over here.
You're looking
could use-
for a fight.
We could use some stretching of the muscles. Is that something I should? We could use muscle stretching.
Yoga?
Go ahead and make
Combat yoga.
make an intimidation check.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
natural
Ah,
2.
my phone.
You lot?
Hey,
What are you looking for? A one-on-one? Or do you want to fight us all?
how many people are there?
It's a group of 5.
Okay.
It was a 6 total.
As you kind of give your a look over, there is a male human ranger with his golden hair and a tight ponytail. There is the female dwarf paladin, who is talking to Metran with bronze skin, blue flowing cape. There is Klezmer, his name is, which is what she had said when you guys walked up, with the with the gray clothes, bald, appears slightly damp. The other dwarf. There is a bulbous-nosed male human who looks unnaturally pale and has no hair on his entire body, seemingly. Looks like he has alopecia. And then there is finally the half-orc with violet eyes, seems to look past you, wearing a colorful dress with armor on top.
Pretty dress.
He just kind of stares towards you.
You say the male
Thanks.
dwarf looks damp?
It just kind of exudes this air of sweatiness.
Oh, okay.
Awkward. Yeah, this kind of...
Come on, bro, you need a shower.
Which is interesting. I mean, it's like a constant drizzling rainfall anyway, so it's not actually that surprising. But even inside, he just feels like he'd be slimy a little bit if you touched him.
Everybody's damp. It's like, damn, boy, you wet.
Do you know why people rarely fight in the ring?
Just no reason to, I guess. Not everything has to come to blows.
So, why do you guys usually come here then?
Camaraderie, the adventuring. Drinks, the games, all of the above.
Do you ever fight in the ring?
We have once or twice. Not very common, though. Are you looking to now?
I think so. I think it sounds like fun.
I think we should put a wager down then, shouldn't you?
How many people are in the bar? Or
In
in the whole
total?
establishment?
This
Yeah.
kind of compoundy area, probably somewhere around 40 to 50.
All right.
We met fire badgers once.
So
Celestial badgers.
Celestial
actually.
badgers. Yep.
Which has to be difficult.
if 5 of us, or if everybody's
this.
about a gold, if everyone that
I was
is
just gonna
drinking
throw out
not
a
in
gold.
excess is a gold, for everyone to get a drink, it would be like 50 gold or thereabouts. So I'll say, we can make it fun for everyone. How about we jump in about, and the loser has to get a round for everyone in this place.
Boring. I want the reward myself.
All right, how about we throw an additional 50 gold?
Errol, how much do we have anyway? The male human ranger turns and says, got enough. Got a couple hundred. We can easily wager one. Says, 100 then perhaps? 20 gold per person.
Sounds good.
It's less than I took from your halfling friend already.
I'm gonna be returning with a drink, another drink. Now, are we gonna fight them? Is that what's going on?
That's what's being discussed.
Discussed.
Pose.
Did you say his
We're
name
gonna-
was Daryl?
Errol. E-R-I-L.
He's not a fan of handshakes, probably.
Oh, Errol.
We're gonna fight him, huh?
You don't want to,
No.
Rayland?
Sure, why not? And I'll take a big chug of the alcohol, then put it down at the nearest table, and kind of like, just roll my shoulders, pop, knuckles, that kind of thing.
Pop.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Bob.
I couldn't help it. Okay. Well, with enough drink in you, you guys go to see the man who oversees kind of the gambling side of things, and each of your parties then put 100 gold in. Question.
Yep,
Everyone good with 100 gold?
I am.
Wait. Do you know why no one ever... Why isn't this used more?
People are here to have fun, I guess. Doesn't always have to come to a fight. There's other ways to show your strength. Doesn't
Combat
mean
is
they are
fun.
fun.
So maybe I don't know. We're bringing the mood down by having a fight here.
What?
Maybe we should have an exciting fight.
How do you propose to make it exciting, Winry?
Everyone's on fire.
Well, that doesn't sound very exciting.
Sure. Not like I've ever been in combat on fire before. I've definitely done that. Yep.
You're such a dork. I'm glad you think you're funny.
Anyways.
I mean, is there
I
any?
just picture there's like an assembly line, like you line up.
Alright, light you on
Sorry,
fire.
you're on fire next. You're on fire next.
Looking around the crowd, though, is there any like buzz that there's going to be a fight, or is it?
As word starts getting out, yes, definitely. And people start making their way to the edges of the pit to kind of look around.
Have you been to
See
high
what's
school
going
before,
on.
Ryan? Of course there's a buzz. There's a fight that's about to start.
Well, I
What?
wanted to judge. I
You
wanted
didn't go to
you,
high
so-
school? Did you?
I was gonna say.
He did, but it was like 12 people.
It's true.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I guess if we're gonna do it, let's go ahead and do it. Make a name for ourselves.
You can cover anyone who doesn't want to play 20.
Since everyone's
Well,
talking,
I'm down 30. I'm down 30. I might as well just keep going, huh?
I can cover your share.
How much are we putting?
No, that's good. I'm good. I can do
20
it.
each.
20 each, yeah.
Okay.
And Jack looks pained, pulling out 20 gold to put it on a bet. But
To cover you, dear.
no, I have it. It's fine.
Jack.
Still look really uncomfortable.
But
I'll drop it in, and then I'll pull out my banjo, and I'll step up onto a table, and I will pluck a few strings, and I'll cast Minor Illusion to throw my voice, and I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be entertained as the protectors of the past clash with the band of the Badger. Last one standing wins. Just try to get everyone excited and interested.
before,
It does.
It does.
I was going to keep going, but Steph had something.
Before we start, I'm gonna cast Aid at 3rd level.
That's cheating.
Is it?
You can't start buffed. That's cheating.
Or it's just being prepared because I'm a mom. You come to the party prepared. You pooped your pants.
Hey, here's your water.
Here's what I'll say. As you start
Okay.
casting a spell, the main gambling overseer, so to speak, will say, "Hey, save it for the ring."
Whatever, Justin.
Bryn, quit cheating.
I'm not cheating.
I'm gonna whisper to Rayland, how does this work? Are we fighting to the death? How do we know who wins?
We are going to fight to single-digit hit points. Just so you know, for
So
you
10?
guys.
Oh.
Once you reach single digits, you are expected to kneel and lay down your weapon as though you are defeated.
Interesting. All right.
And it will,
Pretty short game.
it is not meant to be a long event here. So I am going to pull us over to this map here, which definitely doesn't have random tokens because I didn't want to prepare like 50 different tokens depending on who you guys decided you wanted to fight. But this is the group that comes up against you, as there is a paladin, what appears to be a fighter of some sort, a ranger, a wizard, he's a bard technically. It's the best I could do at short notice, and I think that was it. I think I gave all 5.
Can you give either Bryn or I vision?
Oh, did I not give you guys vision?
I just see a black
He's black.
screen.
Oh,
presently.
it's probably the map itself is problematic. It is. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No worries. There we go.
There.
Yeah, it
Excuse
is the
me.
map.
No worries.
It should pop up
Which
now
one?
for you, Becca.
Okay.
Which one is Metra?
Reload.
That would be her here. She is the paladin, the dwarf paladin in this case.
Would the referee say anything if I summon Puck on my shoulder?
He'd eye you curiously. But
As he eyes me curiously, I'll be like, "Want to give him a scritch? He's really soft."
But at that, with a rousing speech from above, as it's a get your bets in now on the battle, the all-out brawl at the Royale here today. We have the protectors of the past coming up against the band of the Badger. Minimum bet of 5 gold on the winner. This sort of thing, as he seems to be doing some business as you guys make your way down to the ring,
You did.
kind of below the ground of everybody else. It is what you see here.
Do we get any commission on that?
The winning party is privy to a 10% commission on all bets,
Nice.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
as well as whatever the wager was. As you see, the pit here is pretty straightforward. It's mostly kind of built amongst the ruins that's already here, and as such, it's uneven ground, uneven footing, but it vaguely forms a ovular shape. And there's a couple of, that's what it is. And there's a couple of like dead trees that are thrown in here as well, not ever cleared intentionally, it seems like, and they're used as cover. They are actually really quite thick trunks, so they're like hip high basically as they're laying there. So if you tried to, you could definitely hide behind them and get some partial cover. Outside of that, you can set yourself up anywhere within 1 square of the tree on each side.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck yeah.
Did anybody size up this crew at all? Like, we're not gonna be like.
Fully overpowered. Yep. Nope.
Would you like to?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'd like to take a second to be just to size them up. I want to know magical weapons. I imagine that will be.
That's going to be really hard to tell from here. But
really?
go ahead and make a investigation check.
Well, he's rolling that, Justin. Do you have a token for Puck?
Oh, I don't right now. Actually, I don't think I ever looked for one.
Oh,
To be honest,
owl
I
guy?
didn't know you were going to use him in combat.
I want to try it out.
Because he's tiny.
Mostly see if what the DM will allow me to do.
Testing the DM, not pet.
Yep,
Not
testing the waters of Justin.
Yeah, we'll just grab this for the moment.
Perfect.
I'll try to find something nicer in the future, but
No
it
worries.
is what it is.
Indeed.
.com.
Oh. All right. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody. We're going to get into a short little combat here, and I'm going to actually stop this music for the first time in God knows how long. And see how loud this is.
Ryan, didn't you roll for something?
Investigation 11.
They look... How to phrase this? I'm going to read it because I think that there's a description
Ooh,
up here.
jeepers.
That is loud.
Yep, my bad. I turned it down. What'd you roll? Total?
It looks like most of the people here, the Band of the Badger included, have a little bit of a heightened sense of themselves,
Of course.
where they probably think they're tougher than they actually are.
I like it.
In a
What
way,
that
I just
means-
played.
Don't know, but
In a way, I just played Shark. Then I just went there and lost at darts.
You totally did.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I rolled a 19. Bryn rolled an 8.
20 total. Rolled a 17.
Same.
My initiative was Fury. It
Probably
rolled
have
on a
a-
20, and it was like, boop.
You're probably higher though, dear, because you probably have higher decks than me.
the 20, Winry.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
I gotta go. I gotta go to the
rolls.
restroom. I'll be right back.
Nice rolls, team.
Sure, go for it.
Most of us.
Shut up, Meg.
From above.
Except for Bryn.
From above, actually, Bryn's gonna go before those two guys because players tend to win ties. From above, you hear a quick overview of the rules, like I just stated. Basically, this is a fight to blood, effectively, which is single-digit hit points in this case. We're gonna call it. And do not go for killing blows. Do not attack anyone who has yielded. When you have been struck and you are bloodied, take a knee and extract yourself from the fight at that point.
What happens if you don't follow the rules?
You can find out if you want to.
Winry, please follow the rules.
Bryn.
We will probably be tossed as a group collectively for the fight.
Justin, the Find Familiar spell says that Puck acts on its own initiative roll, but do you want to just say he does after me?
I'm gonna
Just make
have
it
him
simple.
act with you. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I'm good with
using
that.
His boss. Just gonna say
This is really exciting.
this is good. This is amazing music.
Ryan, you got your headphones on just in time to hear the
Yes.
compliments.
This is
Oh, is this
like
Ryan's
giving
music?
me chills.
Well, this
I mean,
is
it's
one of the
from
things that he sent over. Yeah.
Is this one you
That
wrote, or is
cut
this
out
from
and
the
then it
Butter
comes
Library?
back in again.
I didn't write this. No.
But still, it's
So, from above, you hear a, well, let's get this rumble started. And Winry, you are the fastest to act. You can feel free.
I'm gonna look at Rayland, like, questioningly, like, are we really doing this? And then head on in 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
her voice
And-
goes up higher with each 10
You make it up to the dwarf paladin lady who had been trash talking before. She's wearing full plate and has a shield in one hand as well.
Yep. And I'm gonna
18.
try to punch her head.
All right, go for it. Make the attack.
Right in the head.
Get this one right.
15. 16.
First punch comes flying in and she raises the shield defensively. Parry blocks it out of the way.
I'll try to kick her.
Go for it.
2 more than what it was before.
18?
Yeah.
18? She also raises the shield, deflects it
Oh
again.
my goodness.
Fight with shield.
I hit 3 times, right?
Yes.
It's been a really long time.
Been a little bit for combat.
Been a while.
I'll try another swinging kick to her head.
For it.
13, 14, 21.
21 does hit. As you are able to find a weakness, and she's not quite able to get the shield up in time to land a strike.
Oh no. 6 damage.
Okay.
Good job.
A 6 is 6 more than 0.
I'll kind of wince and stand there, ready to take it.
She does have the lowest
Interesting
initiative,
phrasing.
so
True.
Okay. Perfect. After your turn, then, Myetharia, you are the next one to react.
alright, I'm heading right up to this guy and taking some swipes on him. I'm gonna cast not cast. I'm using magic. What?
Who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I?
I'm using Fighting Spirit to give myself
Okay.
advantage and 5 temporary hit points.
Very nice.
Alright. First hit is.
Sorry.
I rolled a 14 and a 20. So that's 26 to hit, I think. Hang on. 25?
Wait, you rolled a
26,
natural 20?
26 hit. Yes, I did.
Woohoo!
Well, that's a critical hit. It doesn't matter what the number is.
You don't need to ask.
You're right. I don't need to do that. Just got
I
excited.
know it's been a long time for combat, everybody. 20s
no,
are
no.
good. Just putting it out there.
Alright, 4, so 8 plus 3, so 11 damage on the first
You got
hit.
double the dice.
No, I
She
did.
did.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Very nice.
Only,
First
only
slash
1d6.
finds a gap in this man. He is wielding actually 2 hand weapons himself. And so the first slash finds a gap between, he's unable to parry it, and deals significant damage.
So we may be evenly matched to an extent.
Find out.
Alright, second hit. Last one was 16, so 22 to hit.
That hits, definitely.
Excellent. That's another 4, so 7 on that one.
Oof, very nice. He is looking rough.
It's looking rough.
Quite
Okay, second wind. No, wait, not second wind. Sorry,
What?
wrong one.
Oh,
You-
fuck.
Scroll. Action surge.
Action surge. Go for it.
What a measure.
I rolled an 18 and a 13 on that one, so 20.
Oh, jeez. Very big. Yep, definitely
Very
hits.
big. Good roll. Very big.
Definitely.
And I rolled a 6 on that one, so 9 damage.
Myetharia comes charging forward and with 3 swipes, just swoom, 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 finds 3 weak spots, cutting through the armor, and you see the man drop to his knees as you can see a small smear of blood come streaking down his leather armor.
That was sick.
That's incredible.
Guys. That's my
Well
turn.
done.
He
Oh,
kinda-
wait, that was how many feet? I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20. That was 25 feet. And I have 30, so I'm going to...
I'll move him out of the way for you.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
He kind of
back up.
drops to one
just come
knee
back
as
up
he...
right here.
Sure. He was kind of trying to keep up with you, like swords swinging each direction, trying to block, but every time that he swung one sword to meet one of yours, the next one, like, is just too slow and took him out of place to defend against the next one right afterwards. And so slash, slash, slash makes it through the armor, finds blood as he kneels and submits and moves off to the side of the arena.
Fighting spirit, man.
The crowd is going nuts right
Nuts.
There's
Only the first... only the
now. Another
first
round of betting. Everyone's just like throwing money at the guy right now.
Yep.
yeah, it's like 2-for-1 odds now.
Alright, that's my turn.
Jack, it will be you, as they're getting kind of calls from above. One that is screaming for the elven lady and her success, and the other berating the man and his failures.
Use berating. It makes me feel bad.
I'm gonna pull out my wand and how far down is the pit? Like, is it floor level or is it like 20 feet down?
Just below floor level, so it's like
Okay.
5 feet down, maybe.
So is there like a few, like maybe 10 or 15 feet headroom? Something like that?
At least.
Okay. So I am going to, seeing everyone go crazy,
People are on the pit.
I'm going to pull out my wand. What?
I don't know what you're doing.
Just start shooting fireballs into the crowd. I am going to conjure a little bit of magic on the end of my wing it and throw it, and this ball of rainbow flashy colors goes flying up into the air so that everyone can see it. And I want it to land right here. Whoop.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I understand.
Right in the corner.
Okay.
I'm casting Hypnotic Pattern.
Mhm.
So everybody, unfortunately including Winry, needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
The
Easy.
first lady, 16.
That passes.
The next man, ooh, another natural 16.
Balls.
The ranger, that's actually pretty good too. I hate to tell you. Oh, he only has a +1 though. 15.
Mine's 14.
And then the last is the caster, natural 1.
Hey, all right, I got one of them.
What about you, Cassie?
8?
Oh no!
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
A 1-for-1 exchange.
Well, that
Jack.
super backfired. Who got hypnotized?
The mage at the top.
In Winry.
And Winry.
And Winry.
And-
Shit.
So how does it work so that if you get hit though, and
Yeah.
So both of them, so like when the ball of rainbow colors hits the corner, it explodes into a ton more colors.
So the kitty cat's distracted by the
Is
lasers.
really
Yeah,
into
so they're
these
both just like-
colors.
Like Diane Cat going on in the background.
Yeah.
Flying around.
Beautiful.
no one cares except the wizard and fucking Winry. Shit. That went so well last time I used it.
You watched she was preparing some spells and now suddenly she's no longer able to do anything. So
So,
I don't feel
what does this mean?
you are incapacitated.
Oh. Alright.
All right. That's
Until
it for
you
my
take
turn.
damage, basically.
Or someone uses
Or
their
someone
action to
shakes
shake you
you. Yep.
awake. So I'm gonna try my first, see what the DM allows. I want Puck to fly over and land on Winry's head and just like start pecking her
Peck
to try
me.
to wake her up.
looks into the details of familiar.
So while Winry the cat is looking up and checking out, I was just
Little owl.
Alright, well,
Tries to burrow into her fur.
How
so it's not allowed to
strong is
attack, but
Owl?
it is allowed to do actions.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was reading that too.
I didn't want him to attack. I just want him to like use his
his
action to
action.
shake her.
Sure. I'm going to give it lesser benefit for right now until I figure out exactly how I want to do it. So I will give her.
Well, she doesn't save. She doesn't get an opportunity to save.
I will say that on
Or you can-
your next turn, he will be able to wake her from this. But it's going to
Okay.
take him a little bit longer than normal.
He is tiny.
And she will probably take damage before her turn. Just gonna say it.
Possibly.
And then real quick, I'll use a bonus action. I'll give Rayland Bardic Inspiration.
Braylon.
Rayland.
Rayland. I'll say, Rayland, we can get your money back from the dart game. Get him.
He knows his way into Rayland's heart.
Darts. Revenge for darts.
Dart
Perfect.
revenge. That's it.
Rayland, you are next up.
Yeah, then I'll go right here. I'll charge at the paladin.
Kick Puck out
sort
of the way.
I'll stop right there and say, I'll be taking my money back. And swing at her with my short sword. Didn't I used to be able to... Oh, I wonder. Okay.
I need to look this up. This isn't.
This feels like a first campaign fight. We're like,
20.
use all the spells!
And just... Oh, I forgot
You
to ask,
don't-
though.
Get sneak attack because Winry is incapacitated, which is explicitly one of the things that she can't be in order to give sneak attack.
Then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna poke her with my dagger quick first.
Okay. Go for it.
Can I do that with as a bonus? I can do that as a bonus action. Well, yeah, I'll
Like your
poke her with
fast
my
hands?
dagger.
I don't care which
Cassie,
which
were you
hand goes
laughing?
first. That's fine.
It's up to Justin.
No.
The spell says it's got to take their action to
tickle, tickle.
rouse the person.
Oh, are you trying to rouse Winry by poking her with a dagger?
Yeah,
She has to take damage. Is the other way to.
I'm giving her damage. I'm giving her that damage
Oh,
Poking her
okay.
With a dagger, not with his finger.
with the dagger. Yeah,
I gotcha.
I'm poking her with the dagger. I'm gonna give her some damage. I rolled 18 to hit.
Yep.
So incapacitated just means they can't take actions. Yes, that's not the. Yep, you're good. So,
But I think
Alright.
they also have attacks against them have advantage, but it doesn't
So
matter.
she
It sounds
does
like it
take-
hits.
She does take 6 damage.
Okay.
Don't worry, I
now,
got this.
it's 20 to hit the paladin.
you are roused from your stupor.
And I'll
Puck
say,
sitting on your head and poking you in
Yeah,
And I'll
he's just
say-
sitting there like.
the.
and I'll
pecking
say
you
to
in the
her,
forehead. Yeah.
get your head in the game. And then I'll
So pretty, Rayland.
and then I swung my short sword. Can I just keep the roll, Justin?
Yep, I'm fine with it.
20. And then I'll roll for damage.
20 does hit exactly, actually.
Nice.
Nice. And 5 plus 7 damage. 13. 12.
12. 12
12
damage,
damage.
very nice. A piercing
And then-
blow after stabbing Winry quickly. And she is looking a little hurt.
And then I'll
Not
move right
Winry.
here.
No.
All right, and then I'll move right there. My turn's done.
Very nice.
Wow, none of them.
Her
One
turn
of
would
them
have been next, but she is incapacitated currently, staring off into the hypnotic pattern, and therefore does not get to have a turn.
That did something.
Bryn, it's you.
I will do my aura. So wait, time out. What
Time out.
happens if we go down into single digits, but I have my aura and they get back up into?
So you would still have bled.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm.
So you gotta keep us up.
Yeah, so I'll do my aura,
Yep, I am doing it right now.
and then I
there.
will also do.
30 feet, right?
Yep, I'm gonna do my spiritual weapon.
Boys.
Put it next to this guy's the ranger.
The guy with the bow.
The guy with the bow is probably the ranger. You're right.
Yeah.
Base.
Bloop.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Now named Bryn.
15 to hit.
15 does not quite hit.
Oh, that stinks.
Spiritual weapon.
Unfortunate.
And then I will 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just go out into the middle of the field.
Very nice.
That is my turn.
Yep, go ahead and roll your temporary hit points for yourself.
Thank you.
Solid turn.
I'm gonna flip these two because it's easier. The archer, we'll call him Ranger, is going to take one step back away from the mace that just appeared next to him in surprise. He will then raise his longbow and he will fire off 2 arrows. And they are both going to attempt to plug the small mobile halfling who is darting through. You will have a +2 to your AC because of the tree cover that you are using for it. Though.
Yeah, I did try to. I had tried to get some little bit of cover from that, so
Smart.
that's good to hear.
2 rolls. Oh, they're terrible though. The highest of them is a 12 to hit.
All right, both go whizzing above my head.
But yeah, one into the log at your side, so to speak, or like before you,
Yeah.
and one over top. And Jack has to actually dodge out of the way a little bit, as it's so bad it goes shooting past him. In fact,
I picture that he was lining up a shot, and then the spiritual weapon appears, like, oh shit, and then just like,
Yeah, he had
looses
to.
on accident.
Exactly. Yep. The spiritual weapon knocked him
releases
off balance a little
prematurely.
bit.
Gross.
What?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know why
No.
you're laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Just
The other
disappointed
man-
in him, that's all.
I have him in robes here just because I was kind of out of things to get. I don't know. I didn't feel like searching tokens, like I said. But he's actually going to draw out a sword, and he is going to use this sword to come darting forwards, and will attempt to slash at Winry with said sword. That is a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, does actually hit. And with this rapier, he will deal 8 points of piercing damage.
That's different. Okay.
Was that different?
8 is
Four
more than
and
4.
eight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled a 4 and had to add the +4 to that. And then he will turn towards his his ranger friend at the back and will say, "I've seen you do better than that, laddie. Figure it out for next time." And the ranger appears to be emboldened and
Inspired, would you say?
prepared, with his next set of actions. Paladin lady is going to shift around this direction and move towards the middle, and then she will use her sword, and she's going to take 2 strikes towards you, Winry.
Oh no.
I
First
wish I would
one.
have done something different.
That's a natural 20.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's bad.
It is 9 points of piercing damage, or
I
slashing
need.
damage.
Wait, does that have to be under 10?
It's single
I
digits.
will-
Single digits. Okay. I don't go
As
down
she's
yet.
swinging at
kidding.
Winry, I will pull out my diviner and fire a blast of air vibrations. Wow, that went bad.
Looking
I'm
for
gonna
those air
As
vibrations.
it always does, seemingly.
I'm going to use cutting words and lower the damage
Okay.
by 3.
Okay.
There you go.
Then she will swing a second time.
There you go.
Miss it. Miss it.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then you get
Very
a temporary
nice.
hit
Still
point.
standing.
Winry,
Good work.
standing resolutely with Jack's bracing words, it is your turn.
Yay.
Good girl.
What's your
Oh my
girl.
goodness, what am I gonna do?
what are your hit points right now?
Get her good.
Like 13.
Guessing 13,
Yeah.
based on she was asking if 10 counted or not.
13, exactly. Let's see. We're going to use
Justin, you
hone.
want to loop the music?
Maybe we
Is
don't
it
want
not
to
still
do that.
playing?
Uh-uh.
It is for me.
Oh,
Weird.
I'm scared to refresh.
I played the whole playlist. It's still going.
Hang on. There it is.
Got it.
Sometimes we have to adjust the volume and roll 20 and then back.
Oh, your adjusting worked for me too. Mine's working now as well, Rob.
Oh, cool. You're welcome.
I didn't have to refresh the page.
All right. Winry, what you up to?
I'm Orton Sphere. I'm going to use Frost Fingers. It is a 15-foot cone from me. I want to avoid Rayland.
You can move.
Yeah,
But
we can
hit
move around.
Oh, that
Then
guy.
just move out of one guy's range.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Puck.
will not be able to hit both of them without hitting Rayland.
Yeah.
Not unless
I
she.
move.
Well, there's a way.
You can move.
There's a way.
There's a way.
Not a smart
Puck isn't
way.
actually taking up that space. He's flying in there. I mean, he's sitting on
He's
the top
still
of your
taking
head.
up that
Puck.
space.
He's still poking you in the
Could
head.
you?
You can move
shoot
through
it-
that space if you wanted to, but he does exist in that space. And if he got hit by a spell AoE, he would get hit by it and die.
Yep.
Or from there, could you shoot it towards this guy and this
Yeah.
guy?
15 feet.
No, it's 15 feet.
Oh,
I
them.
will.
Her and him.
don't you have like a disengage as a monk or not yet?
Yes.
I think you can spend a key point. Isn't that a thing of
Yeah.
Step of the wind.
Step of the
Yep.
Wind?
Mm-hmm. I will use 1 key point to use Step of the Wind.
Okay.
I can't move myself.
I can move you. Where do you want to be?
Oh!
There you go.
5, 10, 15.
Gonna stand like between Bryn and the paladin.
There.
You're gonna hit Puck from there.
But
It's fine.
there.
That'll be fine.
And then Step of the Wind is 2 more key points.
You're gonna blast like this effectively.
Yep. It is Frost. Oop. I casted it. 15 feet.
Every time the music goes, whoop, it sounds like one of our kids is waking
I
up.
know.
Dex
I
save.
I keep going.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I really miss with the Roll20 music that we are not all listening to it at the same time because it's all local for you guys.
Oh.
Everyone's timing is different in the track,
Mhm.
so
That
that
is
is one of the
true.
things I do miss.
Did not realize
Yeah.
that.
Me too.
Dex save.
Okay, there we are.
Put that bass drop in there.
There's a lot of bass drops going on.
Beautiful.
6 for the first one, and
Good.
17 for the
Oh,
monk or the monk.
he
The bard.
saves. So he takes half damage. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12
damage?
So 6 for
That's still really
the
good.
other one.
Yep, 6 for the bard is the first point's damage there, but the paladin takes one of the frost fingers and kind of like seizes up her arm to the point that she can't use it properly anymore, and she kneels on one knee,
Yes!
Nice job, Winry.
then steps backwards out of the fight.
Awesome.
All right. I have more movement left, I'm guessing. That was.
Yep. You've taken 15 feet so far.
I just want to get like a little farther away.
That's fine.
Okay.
Myetharia.
You get.
Alright.
Oh yeah,
Oy
sorry.
boy. 7 hit points. Temporary hit
All right.
7 temporary.
I'm gonna move right here and how's this guy look?
Just slightly
Just
frosty.
took a hit.
Alright, I'll spend another fighting spirit.
Okay.
Take advantage on this. Okay. Natural 20 on my first roll.
No.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Do it to it. Take him down.
Okay.
I feel like you're making up for a couple fights here.
Yeah.
Right.
That rolled off the table. Yeah. And I rolled a 6. So
Wow.
max damage.
15.
So 15 on him for the first hit.
Very
Damn.
nice. He is struggling immediately. He'd like you caught him while he had like his spoons out. He was rattling them between his hand and his thigh. And just like walk up and stab him in the back.
Caught him with his spoons out. The best thing I've heard.
Sounds so dirty.
You're welcome.
All right, second hit on him. Oh goodness, those were both bad. That was a 6 and a 3, so only 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
All right.
He looks shaky on his feet, but still not blood.
Am I kind of sheltered a bit from the ranger?
Yeah, you'd have the +2 as well.
Okay, and I'll stay where I am.
Very nice. Jack, it'll be you next.
I'm gonna
Oh,
step 5, 10.
8 temporary.
Well, actually, I was here.
Yep.
Do I have a? I don't have a shot at the bard guy, right? I would have to step this way.
You could definitely, yes, you'd be fine
Okay.
if you wanted to. Like the
So-
log is only like hip high, so it's
Well,
easy
it's
for you
more
to
that
see.
it's less shooting over the log and more I need to shoot through Winry and Bryn.
Oh,
But here I'm less so, right? I can go one more and still make it back.
Myetharia, did you hear? You have 8 temporary hit points.
you seem
Yes,
fine
I
from
got
there.
that. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my wand again and swish it, and at the tip of the wand is a little fireball, and I'm gonna fire it at the bard guy. I'm doing firebolt.
I was gonna say
16.
What?
That does hit.
Nice. Ooh, 12 damage. 12 fire damage.
Wow.
Goodness, he scorches, and as he scorches, you see the blood and instantly cauterizes basically on his arm, and he kneels as well, backing out quickly out of the fight.
And I'll say, and I thought spoons were cool. Now I'm going to step back, and I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Winry. I'm going to cast it at a... I'm going to cast it at a 3rd level.
Cheese and crackers.
I'm going to try to get her as much as I can.
Yep, makes sense.
BFF.
Right?
Jeez, I cannot roll very well with this. You have 8 temporary hit points.
Ride or die. You get 8. Oh my gosh. 11 hit points back.
Wow.
What did you say?
You get 8 temporary
Rayland?
hit points.
Please.
It's you.
Pop up on the log here, and 1, 2, and then jump off at the end. So run along the log, jump off, take a swing, 2 swings at the ranger.
Go for it.
Well, he's doing his swings for Puck's turn. I just want to call him back to me.
That definitely hits.
5, and then dagger. 12.
Oh, 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
You have Bardic
though.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration for this. What is the inspiration?
It's a D8.
8? I thought you said it was a 10 earlier.
Is it
It's
D8 or
not.
D10?
It's an 8.
Okay.
All right, so 12 plus 6.
18, that does hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm about to. I swing my short sword, gash him, and then I'm bringing my dagger around to kind of get him in the knee. When I remember Jack's words that my money's on the line, and swing it really fast.
You go straight for his dick instead, or what?
I want my money.
Where's my money?
So 4 damage.
Very nice. 4 more points.
So 9 damage is 15 movement. So 1, 2, 3.
Run back to Myetharia, give a high five quick.
Yeah.
Low five.
You're in.
For me, it's a low 5, but for him, it's a high 5.
Exactly.
Rude.
And then
Look, guys, it's the only
Can
time
that-
I can make short jokes, okay?
Can that be canon, guys? That you actually high five? I fucking love it.
well, it's more like a bump like this, like a
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
We,
forearm
like,
bump. Oh, heck yeah.
knock our forearms. I'll jump in the air
Off
to
the
do
log.
that.
Off the log.
I love
What
it.
an image, jumping off the log to do it. Yeah.
Actually, in fact, I could even move right back here, so I can jump back up on the log, down the log, and then hop off.
As you're running along it, give her the forearm tap on the way past.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Well, Mage Lady still incapacitated. Bryn, it's you.
Oh, Rayland, you get 10 temporary hit points, Rayland. Wow.
So much.
So I'll do the spiritual weapon first on that guy.
Go for it.
Hey.
Ooh, 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
Ooh, 11 hit points.
Nice. That's a heavy hit.
That was max.
Get him.
He is looking very rough.
Okay, then I am going to do Toll the Dead on him.
Go for it.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Clean sweep.
Nice.
4. That's a fail.
Okay, so 1d12.
Nice.
It is
Fuck
not
him
going to
up.
matter what you roll because he has 1 hit point.
She rolled an 8.
And
That's
with
incredible.
The bong, you could see like his shakes, like visibly quavers and drops down to 1 knee as well. With the
Awesome.
mage also being incapacitated at this point, you hear from above, "That will decide it. That's the end of the battle.
Clean
Protectors
sweep.
of the pass are victorious."
I'll
I'll
take.
pull out my
I'll
banjo
take
and start
the-
playing a victory song.
and I'll like I'll spin my dagger a little bit and then like sheath it, and then sheath my sword.
I'm gonna walk over to. Jeez.
They're like starting to cast like the basics of healing magic a little bit. They have a paladin and a bard, and so they're kind of healing each other a little bit. She's like laying hands to the burned area or the frozen area on one person, the burned on another kind of thing. And she walks back up towards Rayland and the rest of you.
While I still have
I don't even
time,
use healing spells.
while hypnotic pattern is going, I imagine the wizard person is wearing like a cloak of some kind. I'm gonna run up to them and take their cloak and put it over their head and be like,
yes,
for the crowd to see.
A little bit of additional showmanship.
Yeah.
I'll follow behind and remove the cloak, and then use the
Oh, that's no fun.
I'll use the healer's. Ironically, I want to do this. I'll use the healer's mace for cure wounds on the ranger dude who I beat with my spiritual weapon mace.
with it. Yeah.
Love it.
It kill, it also heal.
So he gets 6.
It attack. It also
Very
protect.
nice. Yeah, they kind of heal each other a little bit, and afterwards they're kind of licking their wounds, and they're like, "Well, you're stronger than you look. Much better than your darts play, at least."
Ooh, unnecessary.
I want to say too, when
It was fun. It was very fun. Definitely. livened
everybody
things
sort
up.
of got used to like the dim light of my aura, and so when I draw it back in, everybody just sort of realizes the brightness sort of come back to the room and everything. I like to think when it
That's
comes.
the first time.
That's really
I want to
cool.
say that's.
It's really cool.
I want to say this is the first time I've actually ended combat with full hit points.
Hey, it happened once.
More
did
than
it.
full. More than full. Didn't take a single scratch.
And when the
Please.
aura comes back in for a second, like Bryn lights up just with the power inside of it, and then it fades away.
That's really cool.
We can go another round of darts. You know, when you clean yourself up.
Give me. You
That
make
was
it back above,
That was fun.
and the man who was distributing and overseeing the gambling kind of is giving out the bets and the rewards, this sort of thing. And at the end of it, after fulfilling all of the requirements, he gives you guys back your 100 gold that you've put in and the 100 gold that you earned by winning, and also hands over an additional 15 gold pieces beyond that as a just additional little small bonus prize.
So everybody take 20.
3 additional gold pieces from your win here tonight, and also some notoriety as everyone begins to look over at you guys with a little bit more intrigue and respect.
Walk over to Metron and say, do you owe this whole tavern a round of drinks?
You know what? I wasn't going to, but with how easily you guys dispatched us, perhaps it's for the best.
We'll buy
Sure.
our own. That's it.
As he's and to Metron, and I'll take a big old chug of beer when I get it.
And the
Well, as they-
band of the Badger.
As they start handing out drinks, I'll say, everyone, drinks on the Badgers. And then I assume everyone's, yeah! And I'll use that opportunity to go into playing a song of some kind, maybe a drinking song, get everyone excited and keep the energy going.
With the badges.
Totally. The rest of the time that you guys want to be there, we can have some more fun in the side if you would like to.
That'd be fun.
But I think that this is as good a time as any for us to call it for tonight's session, now that you guys have taken down the other party here, and you've got the opportunity to hang out for a little while, do what you want to do, and we'll see where the rest of the evening takes you.